Hey YouTube! In today's video we are going to sort and count all of my Funkos. It was a much bigger taking on than I anticipated, as you can see. But it was also a lot of fun. If you want to jump ahead to the meat of the actual collection, just jump to 243. Alright guys, moment of truth. I'm gonna go count them. Let's see how many I got. 111.
Hey, babe. I was right. I have 111. 112 was my guess.
Do you guys do that? Take joy in guessing something ridiculous and arbitrary? I do that when I'm at the grocery store. I like every time, well, when I fill up my cart, I keep a running tally in my head and then I double check it when I'm loading them onto the conveyor belt to get checked out. And I take a certain amount of pride and I chastise myself if I go over, if I'm under. But this, it feels like a not crazy number. Okay, how about this? I don't consider myself a Funko Pop collector. Maybe I have too many to say that. Here I'm rambling about in or out of box, and I had to leave it in, and you're gonna see why. Some of these pops are so freaking adorable, and you can't get the full effect until you take them out. I'm a liar. I am a liar. I do not have 111. This has been my fear. I would do a whole video and then be like, uh-oh, I remember where the rest of those pops are. See any pops up there? No, none. I have 120. But I'm still happy with 120. I know that. It's like, how do you say you have 120 pops and then be like, that's so reasonable? But that's how I feel. And the day I tell you I have 300, I'm gonna think that's pretty cool too. But anyway, I don't collect Funko Pops, so I'm gonna figure out a way to show you all my Funko Pops. So I thought it would be fun to start with the pop that started it all. Started it all. Oh, I love me a grumpy Gus. But we all know Carl has a big fat heart. I noticed a theme. I don't collect a lot of face pops. Unless that face is wearing glasses. You know, I mean, he looks just like the Disney movie, you guys, right? I mean, you all know. You've seen it 100 times. Still cherish this bad boy. One of my favorites. So yeah, that's my very first pop. 5 years ago, I think. And then the second pop I bought. Sweet, sweet Rex, who is so heavy for a pop. But this is the pop that sent me on a spiral. This is the pop that, like, once I popped, I couldn't stop. Sorry, I had... Oh, I love this little baby. I have a top 3 pops, and he is up there with Rex and Carl. Alfredo. Look at those kicks. Look at his shoes. I can just hear his voice. It's the only Ratatouille pop I have. I love, love, love Ratatouille. The Funko Pops creep me out. I'm terrified of mice. I know he's a rat, but still, it's creepy for me. And I don't get creeped out watching the movie. But yeah, I can't. Moving along. I bought her off eBay. I thought I bought the one with the glitter hair. Was a little sad about that. She's the only one I have from Inside Out. I would like Disgust. I don't like Joy's pop. Something you'll note about me and my pop collecting, if the face doesn't look right, I don't get the pop. Like, I have a lot of Toy Story figures and pops, but if Buzz and Woody's face, like, that doesn't look like them in pop form. I know. I do collect pops, but when it comes to people face, my next pop, Miko, not a people face. I think it looks so cute. It's the first Miko they released. Just a beauty. No Pocahontas pops though. Why? Because human face. Okay, so this is a good example of why you got to take your pops out of the box. There's some flaws on this guy, one on each ear. And I didn't notice it until I started this room. So I bought this years ago. I think it was the first pop I bought in a store. I remember walking into Hot Topic and she's like, if you collect pops, you got to get this diamond edition. And I was like, no. At this point in time, I told my, I wasn't collecting yet. You know, I was like, I've got my couple pops that I'm good. I'm really glad I let her tell me I needed this pop. Okay, I have 2 Frozen pops. Nothing against Elsa and Anna, but I don't like the pops because people face. Wait, do I have this wrong? This is the second movie, isn't it? Frozen 2? But for real, the details on him. I like both these villains. Isn't this guy, I think he's called Marshmallow? He came in a box set a couple years ago. My husband bought him for me for Christmas. It came with Olaf and... Can you be a Disney fan? I couldn't tell you. I could not tell you which one's Elsa and which one's Anna. Elsa? I love the movies. The humor's hilarious. Not having the pop is not because I don't love the character. It's just people face. But anyway, so I sold the other 2 on eBay, but I had to keep him. Look at his little spikes. His expression, look at his hands. Those details, you guys. I mean, I know you've seen these pops, but good Lord, I love them. They're both so pissed off. Have I said I love a grouch? Love a grouch. Okay, my very, very first Stitch. I don't have a lot of Stitch. Didn't love the movie growing up. Love it as an adult. Experiment 626. I know they make 9 bajillion Stitch pops. Why do I love this one? Probably because he looks pissed off and angry. All the details, his little blasters. Oh, do love him. Another Grumpy Gus. Jafar. I love the detail, how he's coming out of the lamp. Oh yeah, I got 2 more Grumpy Gus's. Who dis? Hank. I love him. You can hear his voice. I love his character. Gosh, and Finding Dory. I mean, they nailed it, didn't they? The details underneath, too. I love him. And this guy. Okay, he is the only pop I have from Cars. I don't love the molds on the Cars pops. But I felt he was pretty close, I thought. And he's just a pissed off old dude. When I started collecting pops, you know, you find out all those first wave pops that you can't afford. And you pick out the ones you're like, oh, if I could ever, I'd have to get, it was Genie for me. So when they released this pop, I bought it like right away. I think it's also my only other movie moment, but I love it. I didn't care about Aladdin being in it, because why? People face. But Genie, come on now. That little platform and his pedestal. Genie. I love Robin Williams. Yes, I know I'm breaking my rule of people face, but it's that headdress. The headdress, oh my gosh, the details, you guys. And her dress. Look at all the details on her dress. I love her. Okay, I got Knows More from Ralph Breaks the Internet. Glasses. See, I have a thing. So cute. Way late to the fandom on Nightmare Before Christmas. So I watched Nightmare Before Christmas, fell in love. I have figured it out. I made mistakes. People forgive me. But then I wanted to go collect the Pops, the one Jack that I had to have. So I found him on eBay without a box for a affordable price. I love him. Oh, those hands, that outfit. This guy, he is a mess because I found him at a thrift store and he was like in a toy bin that was just, all the toys were trashed. I got him for like 50 cents, but he's missing a wing back here. I'm not in love with the Baymax Pops, even though I'm in love with Baymax, because his head is big, which I know, right? Pops, the heads are big. But I'm like, the reverse is true for Baymax in the movie. So to me, but when it was him and his armor, and it was under $1, I was like, I can get over the wing being gone. La, 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 la. Okay, and the last two that I have in the Disney room that are out of their box, these sweet peas. I don't know if I can, are they in the shot? I'm trying to like block my face. Tweedledee and Tweedledum. This is a great example of you don't buy a Pop right away. You wait for the price to come down. And I was glad I did. I got a really good deal on them. But it's too dangerous to wait. Dude, if you love a Pop, you got to buy a Pop. Because if the price goes the other way, just get it when they release it. I have learned that. And I'm real selective about what I buy. Can't you tell by only having 120 Pops? So what I was trying to say is every Pop I get, I just love. So, okay, so now I'm going to go collect boxes. Not before I put all of these away, though. Okay, what do we have next? I told you earlier I loved my Rex Pop this last Christmas, almost a year ago. When I saw, the advertisement that he was going to be released, I lost my marbles. So stinking cute. Just this year, obviously, I got the Zurg. I was shocked with the storyline of this movie, right? Weren't we all? Didn't know how I felt about it at the time. As time has gone on, I like it more and more. The fight with oneself, I'm 41. Come on now. I don't know something about that. So I'm holding this pop-up and I'm like, do you see the details on the back of this guy? It's a first for me. Angry. I love this Pop. So much detail, so much emotion on a simple piece of plastic. Good job, Funko. Looking at this Pop can bring me to tears. Is it Daisy? Yeah, can you see that in his hand? If you guys have the Pop, you already know. Little baby. I want the hockey puck from Toy Story. I'm really happy I got the Burger King Lenny. I want the hockey puck. Is his name Puck? I'm either thinking about making one. Maybe I'm saving for a custom. I don't know if it was the same year or the following birthday after my husband got me that first Rex. He got me Ham. It's got his little coin slot on the back. Just his little eyebrows. I was so happy to get this guy. Just love him. Slinky Dog. I love them in pop form. Like the details on them. I didn't realize this. Does he have little rollers underneath his feet? Is that what it is in the movie? Do you guys remember the first time you dropped a pop or broke a pop? She's top heavy, so she doesn't like to stand, even with the little plastic thing on the bottom. When she hit the floor, I was so sad. It's really not that bad. There's just a scuff in her hair. Love the outfit. Love the bonnet. Love the shepherd's hook. Totally want to get a little version of Billy Goat and Gruff. The stitching on her skirt up here. Do you see that detail? When Funko does it right, come on. And then, being a late to the game Funko Pop collector, of course, I don't have the first release of Alien. So this guy came out, I was like, sign me up. I got him and 3 keychains. Add to cart right away. You have been chosen. Okay, guys. If you're noticing a change in lighting or camera angle position, that's because it's happening. As I'm new to filming myself, new to YouTube, I'm figuring it out. So apologies in the meantime if it's aggravating. All right, Moana. I really wanted these two when they got released. Tafiti and Teka, I think. Her details, I was like, yes, 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 yes. Then I pulled her out of the box. It got even better. Look at the smoke and the lava in the back, like the cooled lava. Oh my gosh, she's getting ready to throw another firebomb. Oh, this storyline. I think, didn't they come out with another one of her on Earth Day? I passed. I don't like to dust. So the idea of a pop that like is a dust magnet is not appealing to me. I didn't want it at first. And then I think when I saw Maui's hook on the back, yeah, it's that kind of detail that gets me every time. Yeah, the details of what's on his back. So cute. I have 2 more genies. Again, you know, missing that first wave of genie when I saw this pop was coming out. Sorry, my hand is in the way here. I was all about it. Had to happen. Love that he's coming out of the lamp. Would trade him for the OG genie pop in a heartbeat, but glad I have him. And then growing up, I was a massive Will Smith fan. So when they cast Will as the genie, I knew it was going to be amazing. I liked Aladdin live action. Will singing You Ain't Never Had a Friend Like, I mean, yes. Here for it. I love this pop. Fred. When I saw a picture of Fred with the spikes on the back, I couldn't add to cart fast enough. This is also the first time I bought a pop and I took it out of the box and I was heartbroken over the paint job. It's not the worst. I have one that is worse coming up. But I was sad. I know Funko has stepped up their game in the last year or so, maybe 2 years, and the paint jobs have gotten better. But look at him. Oh, man. I love Big Hero 6, but you'll notice no other Funko Pops from the line. Because why? Human face. Luckily, Fred's human face is inside there, and I don't have to look at it. I have Snowman Jack. Isn't he sweet? I know the merch for this movie is just amazing. It is so hard to pick, but I really love this guy. I love the Oogie Boogie. Would you call it inside out, or these are just his insides? I love it. Love the detail on him. So cute. I watched a video of someone DIYing his dice made out of polymer clay. I might have to try it. Could not for the life of me remember this thing's name. Harlequin Demon? Sound right? Demon? This is the one I was going to tell you. The paint job is not great. Like his teeth, the paint is pretty sloppy on his teeth. But I love that. The horns on top, the outfit, his hands. I know the paint detail isn't great on the teeth, however you explain that mouth thing that's going on with him. He is precious. I love this pop. It was the very first Nightmare Before Christmas pop I got. Because how do you say no? Beautiful. All right, then I'm moving into Monsters, Inc. It was like $8 on Amazon when I got him a couple years ago. But I didn't get him because he's cheap. I love side characters. I love the details. I mean, Chef is holding the knife, but he's also got a bandage. Come on now. That was a great scene. The next one I got, they released her at Barnes & Noble. Oh my gosh, her spectacles. Glasses. But look at this chain. That hair, that expression, they killed it. She's got the clipboard. That grumble. Oh, the lipstick. That sweater. You guys see the details in her sweater. But you can see the knit. That beauty mark. Oh, she's beautiful. I love her. The first day she was released, I'm walking into Barnes & Noble and the lady at the counter's like laughing in my face. I'm like, yeah, I'm a toy collector. I think he's like the first wave of Monsters, Inc. Funko Pops. So of course, out of my price range. So the only way I was going to get him was to ask for him as a gift. Because how else do I justify that expense on a toy? Glasses! Looking so good. Is he wearing his Monsters U sweater? His character makes me sad. So sweet. Let's start with Boo. Because it's a great example of me breaking my own rule. Why did I do that? I think because like Boo is just one of those characters where the merch just disappears really fast. And she is darling. I mean, how do you say no? It still looks like Boo. Do you guys see the detail in the mop head on there? I love this. She is a doll. I'm glad I got her. But I did break my people face rule. Love this one. Love him. Him and Roz are probably my favorites. And that's just because I love side characters. And the details. God, I love that they put the snow cones. Hello. Yes. I love. Celia. Once again, showing you this pop, I'm looking at the back going, hey, look at her hair. Because, of course, when I first opened it, what did I notice? The snakes, which I think are great. And her feet. Love it. Googly bear. I love this. So how am I going to show you this and not talk about Sully? Confession time. I don't have Sully. Why don't I have Sully? Kind of like the Baymax story. I hate the proportions on Sully. Sully is this big mammoth character with a teeny tiny head, and his pop is in the reverse. Because pops, right? So I'm not mad at Funko. I know it's what they do, but what I want is to get popcorn bucket Sully. So if any of you out there have a spare popcorn bucket you want to get rid of, please let me know. And I'd love to have them, you know, staged with these guys. I just think proportionally, scale, it will look good. You guys think I'm crazy, don't you? I have rules. When it comes to my toys, I have rules. Oh my God. She's so sweet. So sassy. I left these two in their boxes. I'm going to take them out. They deserve to be out of their boxes. 2008 summer convention. Was it? If it's SDCC, I thought these were SDCC, but don't they normally say so on the sticker? It doesn't matter. They're pixelated. I walked into Hot Topic to get him. Or 8-bit. I guess pixelated is on a screen. Yeah, he's who I wanted. And thank goodness I listened to the sales associate. She's like, you're not going to get Ralph. And I looked at him. I was like, ring it up. Ring it up. Just hair. Yep. Some of my favorites. Next set. Philoctetes. You know you hear his voice. So apologies about the nails. Not that you probably don't care at all. Okay, so with the Hercules, these are the only two I have. Dude, I wanted Zeus so bad, but when I saw him in person, I thought he looked too cartoony. Look at his little bangs there. That bolt. So sweet. Mama and Jack. I know, that's a human face pop. I broke my rule. This guy, I had such a hard time deciding which Jack to get. You guys remember they released a ton of them, right? But I love Edna. Can't get enough Edna merch. Can't afford. There's a Funko Pop everybody wants. Holy crap. That original Edna. Well, the only Edna, right? This, I'm so glad I got him. Also, Jester Studios, I think, released a set of Jacks. And I love it because it's got him in fire. And when he's the metal silver one, he's eating a cookie. Oh my gosh, there's one more. Monster Jack. Monster Jack's probably the best one. So he's in all of those. He isn't in Edna. So I'm so glad I got the Edna when I did. That's twice. Broke 2 rules. Multiple Jacks, human face Elastigirl. What did these release last year? The year before? Was the anniversary? I love Hyacinth. I want to break my rules. There's a 9-inch vinylmation of her that I want. She's wearing this tutu and she's got her ballerina slippers on. Look at her sweet face. Where's Alligator, huh? Where's Alligator? I settled for Chernabog. First wave Funko Pop Chernabog is way better. But I accept this guy. He's looking evil and malicious. Worming his way into my heart. Moonwind! I really like the color. They did well with the colors on him. There's a minifigure. I don't think it's Funko. It might just be Mattel. Of him in human form twirling his, I want to say pizza sign, but I actually don't know what the sign is. And then Joe, when he's still alive, losing his mind in that music class. All right, human face pop. But what else? Glasses. I had no idea how to type. I was like 40 or 50 pops deep before I started putting it together. That it's like, oh, if they have glasses, I have to have it. We all have a type. That's my type. Miguel and Hector. Where's Mama Coco? Funko sleeping. But you know that's not true. You know they're just waiting for an anniversary. I'm about it. Dude, you need to come out with Mama Coco. Gladly give you my retirement. Dude, they could release the whole family, the deceased family members, because I think, you know, human face, like obviously, it works for me because Miguel's got the makeup on. But when they're skeletons, the mold is a darling. I love the mold. So yeah, let's release the entire family. You can give me multiple Mama Cocos living in the afterlife. I'll buy them all. Dude, it is so hard for me to not break out into song looking at these pops. And you should be grateful that I don't. Last Christmas and this year, I had to wait like 4 months for Amazon to send me her. You guys, is it Julia? Machiavelli? That sweet cat? You guys, the hair sculpt. The face and the hair on these pops. No, I do not have Luca. I didn't love it, but I got a really cool ornament of him on the moped this year. So I'm pretty happy with that. I always want to call him Bruno. I think it's Alberto. He just says Silencio Bruno. You can just hear him the way his mouth is open. Can't you? I mean, I can hear him. Oh my gosh. Explaining the ways of the world to Luca. Got my Emperor's New Groove. These are the only two I have. First pop I broke. I love Pacha. So rewatching this the other day, I was working, I had it playing in the background. How many Disney characters does this dude play? Because I know he's Pacha. Is it Goodman? He's the dad to the little blonde girl in Princess and the Frog. I feel like there's something else. I love this sculpt. It looks just like movie Pacha. Like, look at the details on his hair. I'm afraid to touch his hands because that's what I did. I dropped this and I broke one of his hands off. Yeah, this guy, this hand. And I used some glue, some tack actually. So he's probably not in there real well. But that expression and his hair, just like the movie. Oh my God. I love it so much. Squeaky McSqueakerton. Did you guys get the pops where he came out with the angel and the devil? Have they released both of those now? I have a dope piece of art that has Kronk's angel and devil, so I didn't get the figures. Make sure you look at that squirrel. I think this was a box lunch exclusive. First time I ever bought a pop when I was sitting online waiting for the release. Oh man, it's like, it was 9 a.m. when it got released my time, and it's like 9 a.m., 9:01, and it's not available. I keep refreshing and refreshing. My husband's laughing. He's like, your nerd level just went to a whole new. I'd do it again for you, Kronk. Beauty and the Beast. I think Beauty and the Beast live action is still the best Disney live action. What do you think? Am I gonna get hate for that? Do you guys agree, disagree? What's your favorite live action? Cogsworth! Look at the details on these guys. Isn't that so annoying? That's all I'm gonna keep saying. Look at the details, look at the details. Love this live action. And of course, Lumiere. They killed it on this live action. That opening scene where she's singing. And then the parts that they adapted to make it more entertaining for adults. I loved it. And then, oh, this baby. Isn't she just, I mean, queen. Okay, Enchantress, but she's, I think, WonderCon last year. Again, one of those pops that you're like waiting for the drop, waiting for the drop. Cannot add to cart fast enough. Okay, she's human face, but she's side character, you know, like she is such a small part, but all the details on her, I love it. I have the best collection. And I don't mean like I've got a better collection than you. I just love my toys. The hub surprised me with this one because I saw the, ad that he was going to get released. Lost my marbles. Human face, but with what, guys? Spectacles. Look at his shoes. His little colic sticking up in the back. Guys, I just love him. I really wanted Pinocchio, but in particular this guy because Jiminy's on his nose. And can you see that? He's not just on his nose, he's looking pissed. He's got a just sour expression. I saw this pop, someone had it custom. They did a paint and they painted him entirely wood grain and like a shiny, shiny gloss on top. I would love that. Have you guys ever had a pop done custom? I never have. And then this was a surprise. He got me this Jiminy. I think it was released last year. So I did not pick this one out. I don't love him, but he was a gift. And I think it's the umbrella that makes it for me. He's cute. How you guys doing? This is taking a while. I think I'm about halfway. I had to go get refreshments, take a little breaksy daisies. I really want to get this done in one filming session. All right, next set is The Little Mermaid. This was a gift. And I normally do not like getting pops for gifts, any Disney for gifts actually. Because I am so picky. She killed it with this one. I mean, Ursula is my queen. If there's a villain to love, it her. I don't love the details on her face, but Flotsam and Jetsam, I think is how you say their names. That's pretty tight. Her hair's dope. The tentacles are dope. And it's someone I used to work with, I don't work with anymore, so I love it. This is part of the 30th anniversary Little Mermaid. I got Eric and Ariel. I love this Ariel in the, is it a sail? The ship sail? That scene where she's not talking, she's out of the water, she's getting used to her brand new legs and feet. The rope tied around her. Now, I did break my rule and I got people face pops. When they released her in the sail, it was really hard for me to not get her. The hair sculpt is really nice. Again, human face. We know it's Eric based on the outfit. There's an artist I follow on the gram. I think it's TasKreations or TasKreations. I'll have a link below. She released a print. I'll have to show it to you guys when I do my wall tour. And it's these two on the beach. So I thought, how cool would it be to have these two with them? Look, he's got his little, what's that called? I want to call it a spyglass. What the heck? My absolute favorite from Little Mermaid. Angry. But the hat, the mustache, Sebastian. Chef Louis. Looking all types of the villain. Love him. And Scuttle. He's the second pop I broke. Took him out of the box. Stood him on his little legs there, and he fell on the floor and both legs came off. He's got the dingle hopper. Not in love with his face sculpt, but it's Scuttle. So I let myself get it. Hunchback, Quasimodo. This is the first one I got. And he's holding one of the gargoyles. I can't tell who. I mean, I thought they did actually just an overall good job. Love his hair. And they released this one, I don't know how much later, but I had to get it. Which is weird, right? Because just looking at it, if you guys have seen the movie, this scene is devastating. And it makes me weep. It's excruciating to watch. I'm weird like that. Anything that like makes me feel, it's like that Chuckles pop I showed you. Just looking at it makes me so sad. Oh. Quasimodo. Do you guys have favorite characters? We all love Wally, right? He's like right up there with Carl Fredricksen. This one, I mean, you all know. This is the newer release. I tried to have self-control. It's like Rex. It's like they released them. Well, I guess I did have self-control because they came out with a bunch of these, right? I don't like any of the Eve Pops. I've got an Eve and Wally keychain. But I like it because Eve actually looks like Eve. And this is the Earth Day Pop. So I've had this one for a while. Didn't they? I was going to say they released him twice, I think. But I think that's wrong. They did him one year and Eve the next. Both holding the boot with the plant. Yeah, I just love this guy. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen Wally anything that I didn't love. So this right here is self-control. All right. Had to have her when they released Fairy Godmother. I thought they did pretty good. I know, human face. But I don't know, why did I? It works for me. It's not perfect, but I love her. It's probably because when I was a kid, like Little Mermaid and Cinderella, those were my movies. So this is one of the OGs. Well, it's the first Cinderella, but I think the number on the box is 41. As far as Funko Human Face Pop goes, those first couple sculpts that they did, like if you compare them, they're a little bit smaller than they are now. They're not as wide. So yeah, of course that doesn't look like her, but the hair and the earrings and the dress. Oh, it's Cinderella, guys. These two together. So sweet. Just love them. I think this was 90th anniversary release. I don't collect a lot of Mickey. Ah! It's scuffed. What's wrong? And then you're like, oh, is it like a paint flaw that it's been there the whole time? Look at his face. What the heck? I'm not that mad, but I'm definitely bummed. Okay, Steamboat Willie. Does it get more classic than that? No. So, and anything out there that's Steamboat Willie, I mean, is pretty pricey. I think this is the Brave Little Tailor. Is it Brave Little? Yeah, he's holding the scissors. Jim Shore has this guy. I really, really want him in the Jim Shore. It's perfection. I can't find him for a decent price on eBay. But I'll keep looking. You guys have any Alien Remix? I try not to because there's so many cuties that like, and then you want all of them and then I have a house full of Funko Pops. But how could I say no? It's my number one, and he's wearing glasses. So if you're gonna do Carl from Up, I'm obviously gonna buy it. Oh, I didn't even realize he's got the hearing aid in. Oh my word. It's perfect. Yep. Yeah, it was gonna happen. And then, do you guys know who this is? It's Tuck and Roll from A Bug's Life. I want so many items from A Bug's Life. I've got Hopper and Heimlich. I say his name, Heimlich. 2 little Funko mystery minis. I think it was Heroes and Villains. Tuck and Roll has really cute vinylmations too, but I've used self-control. I'm like, if I've got Tuck and Roll here. And I want Frances, the ladybug. I'm trying to think. The spider. I don't know her name. Side characters. Like, Dot's cute, but none of the merch really jumps out at me. Okay, guys. One more set of Disney. Press pause, get refreshments. Doug Funny. Skeeter Valentine. Actually, I'm sorry. This is Quail Man. Apologize. But it's Doug. Isn't it great? There is a vinylmation of Pork Chop that I have to get because I think it would be perfect. Like, the scale would be not perfect, but it'd be cool. And Skeeter. I got this for a Valentine's Day gift a couple years ago for my husband. Mulan. Very few people pops, even fewer princess pops. I love that. You can see the detail in her hair. That comb. She's got her notes. I don't know if you can see it on camera. Where her cheat notes written on her hand. Can you guys see that? I don't have the screen on me today. I'm trying to get better quality in my videos, so I feel like I'm working blind. You guys ever feel that way? Ooh, Mufasa! I didn't love this pop at first. I bought him because I wanted to get a custom so you could have Spirit Mufasa. And I don't like Spirit Mufasa that Funko Pop came out with. I just thought the details were lacking. But the more I look at him, the less I want to paint him. I think I just got to leave him as is. Evil Queen. I think she's called the Old Hag in this form. Though I don't think Funko calls her that on the box. The sculpt on her is perfection. Her face, those details, hello. She was way undervalued on Amazon when I got her. It was quite a while ago. Oh, you guys see the apple? Even the apple's got the right detail. That poison apple? Hello. So good being bad. I think this is my favorite princess. I'm in love with her. I mean, it's people face, you know the rules. But the hair is a pretty decent sculpt. She's got the bow and arrow. And there's just not a lot of Merida merch. Like, I've seen the dolls. I don't like the Jim Shore. I love her. Mr. Big. Zootopia, we have any fans in the house? I've noticed my favorite pops are, creatures. If creature's the right way to say it, but non-people. And it makes sense, right? Because look at the details on them. Like, people face pops don't have details. There's so many details on this guy. I love it. Who can hear the Godfather? All right, people face pop. I loved the Mighty Ducks when I was a kid. But the whole line, I thought they all almost looked identical. But of course, I mean, Goldberg is hilarious. But his goalie gear is what makes him stand out, makes it different, makes it unique. He's on skates. I mean, I know it makes sense, but it's just one of those pop details that's so cool. I love this one. An oldie but a goodie. Guys, what's his name in the movie? Bert? Why don't they have a Bert Pop? I'm gonna feel silly if that's not his name. I love her. But Julie Andrews is just BA, so. Paint's not good on, actually, I mean, yeah, it's not great on the umbrella, the head of the umbrella. But this is, I think this is like one of the earlier pops. So the details weren't super sharp back then. Still love her. Newer release, these two. For Funko, I thought they did really well on portion on him. Because again, in the movie, his head is tiny, but the body's big. So I really liked the way they did him. Whoa. Side characters, you know, he had such a small part in the movie. I love this. Yeah, this made me really happy when they came out. Another duo that I'm just thrilled about. Merlin and Archimedes. I'll show you Archimedes. Because Archimedes is grouchy. What's not to love? I had to order Merlin twice. The first time he came, his glasses were all crooked on his face, like really bad. That beard. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say glasses? I like his feet too. I feel like, do you remember his slippers or shoes from the movie? I mean, I feel like it looks just like him. Another fave. I think he's just called Weasel, but it's Roger Rabbit. And there's not enough Roger Rabbit merch. The paint job on his teeth is not great, but I'm really happy to have him. Oh, I just love him. Bad. Look at that pistol. When I look at it, I see that scene where he comes up to, is it Valentine? And he's holding Roger under the water. And I think Weasley, he's holding this gun, he's waving it around. And he smacks the water up at him. Just sassy pants. Gold chain, come on. My only Winnie the Pooh. Wasn't into Winnie the Pooh as a kid. Piglet was too sad for me then. He's too sad for me now. I love Eeyore. This is so darling. Love this girl. This movie, ooh, is this live action? A tie with Beauty and the Beast live action? It's Emma, right? Emma, is it Emma Stone? I thought she killed it. She did such an amazing job. Beautiful. I want them to make a pop from that movie. Remember the scene where the dress is a bunch of bugs and they all fly away? I want a pop of her in that dress. I want to say this is my most recent purchase, but I think it's my most recent Disney purchase. Walked into Box Lunch, was so happy. They released her a while ago, right? And there was a recall. I've been stressing ever since. Like, when am I going to get my hands on Mama Odie? So, People Face, glasses. I don't do it on purpose. It's just got to be that added detail that like really makes it stand out. I feel like her pet snake, I don't know if he has a name. You guys will have to tell me what it is. I feel like he looks exactly like he did in the movie. Isn't she beautiful? I think she's voiced by the same actress who does Ruby in Blackish, I think. I'll have to Google it. You guys let me know if I'm right. All right, guys, Marvel. And we're gonna start with X-Men, because I had no idea they were Marvel. What? I thought they were DC. The boxes say Marvel. And I think it's one of those Disney acquisitions. Marvel acquisitions? Don't quote me. You know better than I do. This baby. Mad crush on him. Growing up. Saturday morning cartoons. Yeah, I've had a thing for an angry character for a hot minute. These are 80th anniversary pop releases. Marvel's 80th anniversary. And I just love these two together. What I really want is a Jean Grey, which is right there in the center. But her people face pop didn't love it. Oh. I'm sitting here filming and I realize I forgot one. I have 121 pops. I have 121 pops. I knew I'd forget something. I forgot Beast. I had him tucked away in a different corner. That first wave of Beast is awesome, but he was out of my price range when I went shopping for him, so I decided to get the new release. And I love it. He's got a book. Yep, spectacles. Look at those feet. Oh, I love them. Let's see. I showed this in my recent video. I did a haul. I'll move this around. I'm sure the glare is god awful. But it's Shuri in the comic cover Funko box. I love it because her hair's blowing in the wind just like the photo. And her kicks. Look at her shoes. I love Shuri. You can tell because I got these two, the art series. Again, apologize for glare. Black Panther and Shuri. They came in the plastic in these hardcovers. I think I'm going to keep it that way. I don't think I'm going to open them. I don't have any other art series pops. I do hate that there's a Walmart sticker on there, but I love these pops. Yeah, I spent too much money on these, but I love them because Wakanda forever. What else? Husband and I had a movie marathon. We did an Avengers movie marathon. I'm so glad we did. I got these two out of it. I didn't even ask. I mean, I told him, I was like, oh, I should check out the pops for this or this. And I was like, oh, isn't that cool? And usually I can tell when he's shopping for me on the sly. I had no idea. These showed up. He teases me about my love of these damn toys, but he buys, half of them for me. When this guy showed up, even he was like, holy crap, that's a really cool piece. I'm like, tell me about it, homie. I know. So good. You know this is out of box and displayed. He found this one online without a box, and I do not care at all. I love it. Dude, that helmet. Come on. His armor. That hammer. Beautiful Sweet Pea Hulk. Looking so angry. My only Groot, which I consider a feat. Because Groot's so cute. It's one of those things, it's like crack cocaine. You gotta just keep buying it. More Groot, more Groot. You need more Groot. If they make, you guys know the shorts, the Groot shorts. If they make a pop of him where he grows that dress, like that gown, oh yes, I will be getting an additional Groot. Did you hear that, Funko? Falcon. I love this Falcon because of the wings. And it wasn't until filming this video that I noticed. He has eyewear on. So I can see why it was easier for me to break my no people pop face Funko purchasing. But seriously, the wings are dope. Love it. Meek? Mike? Meek? Dude, I thought this was genius. In the movie, the way they put him on this body, that dress, the hands, the feet, come on. Yes, please. Killed it. I love it. I love it. All right, guys, Star Wars. My jewel. I know, right? Classic. Maybe you think she's basic. I think she's necessary. And just perfection. You see the details on her belt even? Hey, Chewie! Love the details on the weapon. Maz Kanata? I think is how you say it. I really liked her character, her scene, her script. I thought it was awesome. When I got her, I decided only to collect Star Wars, the female characters or the non-people characters. And I stuck to it for a while till I got spoiled with a surprise. You'll see. I think this is Wicket. Really like the details. Love that spear. I know you guys all know. I love the stand. I love how it just makes them different. Elevates them, if you will. Is that my second dad joke? Ahsoka? I'm sure I'm butchering that. I love this. Her details. I mean, I know people face, but the rest of her. Lightsabers. I love it. Oh, so cute. BB-8, come on now. I want every single droid. I want them all. I mean, he's the only one I have because I'm trying to practice self-control. It's terribly boring. So cute. I need to make a movie scene where he's on the ship and he's bouncing around and his little wires shoot out so he can hold in place, hold himself still, balance. You know what I'm saying? All right, this is where I broke the rule. But it was a surprise gift from my husband who was really enjoying Mandalorian. And when I get surprise Funko Pop gifts, I'm a grateful girl. Look at that detail. Take a shot every time she says, oh, detail. But for real though. Okay, that's all my Star Wars. What do we have left? So that's all the Disney. I only have, I keep calling it pop culture. 7? I got 3 Harry Potter. Let's do that. All right, Dumbledore. I remember when I finally allowed myself to get Harry Potter. Which Dumbledore do I want? Which Dumbledore? Do you guys happen to notice Dumbledore? I mean, Dumbledore has glasses, so obviously so does his pop. Must be why I couldn't say no. See the details in the back of his gown there? Robe? We love you, Albus. I had to get these two. I love love. So him with the golden snitch. And who knows which version of broom that is. I'm not sure. But it's Quidditch get up. And I mean, obviously you can't have Harry without glasses, but it certainly helps. Ginny. I'm having a Harry Potter movie-thon right now, thanks to Peacock. I know, people face, but she loves Harry. Okay, I miscounted. How many do I have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 left. You're so close. I've got 5 more. And I see a theme. All right, let's start with this one, which is not part of the theme. When I saw it, it was quick, add to cart. I was like, I was basically raised by MTV, so. Moon Man. I mean, the box says MTV Moon Person, but I think they were called Moon Men back in the day. All right, my only Lord of the Rings. Oh, the details on Gimli. His beard, the hatchets, the helmet has a lot of intricacy on it. And he might be people face, but he sure fits the bill for grumpy. Just lovable, angry little guy. And then let's see, I got Dottie from A League of Their Own. This hit me in the nostalgia hard. It was the first movie I went to go see without any adult supervision. Dude, look at her headgear. Or her mask, I don't know what that's called. She's a catcher. The catchers wear it. And that soundtrack, I mean, I've been a Madonna fan my whole life. I love this pop. Okay, back to MTV. Do you guys remember Daria? I need to go back and watch it again. So grateful for Daria. That snark. Glasses? Back of her. Those boots. Peggy Olson from Mad Men. I didn't know it when I bought it. I'm like, it's the glasses. It's also the character. Her details. Yeah, her character line, her storyline, her trajectory throughout that series was pretty phenomenal. Some bits of that show were hard to watch, but I fell in love with Peggy. So, doesn't look like Peggy, but oh, those glasses. All right, guys, we did it. 121 Funko Pops. I'm like looking around my room. I'm like, what did I miss? Whew. If you made it this far, thanks for sticking it out with me. That was a lot of fun. Let me know what you thought of this collection. If you had a favorite, please let me know in the comments. Let me know if you think I have any fake Funkos. Yeah, I'm a little nervous. I don't exactly know what to look for when I'm trying to see if I've got a knockoff Funko Pop. So if you think I have any, let me know. I am a little bit tired. Editing this should be interesting. All right, guys, thanks again. We'll see you in the next video.